All right, folks, it's cold. I'm up here because I have to, not because I want to. We are switching out a door. Why, you might ask? Because do-it-yourself D made a mistake. Please allow me to show thee. An attempt to try to remove these screws that are only can be removed by impact driver. I sat right here just like this, and I hammered it and I hammered it. The point I'm making is you can't see exactly what you're doing on the other side. I was assuming and trusting that the impact driver was removing everything, to the point where I basically caved this part in. This part was not necessarily already, but as a result of not using the door, this was the final piece. But all this caved in and pushed it back, which basically meant that this was not that latch was not catching on here. I tried to push the door out. I tried to push this part out further and bring it back to remotely something close, but it wasn't good enough. So I got another door, fairly decent. Again, on eBay. Drove up to a guy that was parting out a 05 TSX silver, and I picked up everything. The actuator in its place, the windows good, the regulator's fine. I might change out the speaker on the old one because this just looks horrible, but it should simply be a matter of bolt, and hooking these clips up, putting on the interior trim, and I should be on my way. But things are never that easy, right? Safety first is not mandatory here, but we're going to treat it just like we're taking off the interior panel. So this little notch here, there, we're going to pull this up. We're going to take the screws out here, take a screw out in here, take a screw out in here, pop it off, and put it on the other side, on the other door. No, I lied. I definitely lied. It's definitely not just pulling those bolts off. You gotta take the fender off. In order to get to the fender, you gotta take part of the bumper off. All right, so I wasn't able to go through this part. I am sort of rushing to an extent. Before the 9 to play at 4:30, I need to watch that game. In addition, I gotta write papers. But look, this is your main problematic bolt. All right, this is your skirt. I should have just took the whole entire skirt off. I think you got like one bolt here, one bolt there, and a couple clips. But this piece that's holding on to everything else, so you can put your splash guard on, this comes out that way. All right, so this big old square hole right here, this thing goes in on this side, and boom, you stick it in and push it in. All right, then there's a bolt. It's a bolt even further up here that's holding the fender on, which it should. As you see, this is where the fender was marked, so that goes back there. That's stabilizing all the fender. All right, and then you got one right here on that hole right there. You got another in between these guys. In between this, you pull this off. See, this clip is cupping on the inside under your windshield, and this other part, this just comes straight up. So you pull ever so gently, because if you got the first model, all this stuff is brittle. All right, and then you got your bolts up here. You got one right here. You got one right here. And then you got one back here behind the bumper. Right there. And all that allows you to at least remove it. I'm not going to remove it. All I'm doing is trying to get the leverage I need to come back in here and take the bolts off the door. Let me see here. So this bolt, this door, I'm trashing it. Unfortunately, I don't have room in my apartment to keep it. Well, you know, I should keep it. Let me put it on the back of the porch. I'll keep it. Hey, you know, you got a mirror, you got actuators, you got the door. I think that's about it. But this allows me to get to these bolts. 1, 2 up here. And it allows me to flex and get back to these bad boys here. 1, 2. All right. I forgot all about the fender needing to be removed. Let's get it. I lied. Let's just take the whole fender off. So just one more time, all right? You got a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, bolt back here. And look, make sure you get these clips, okay? This that's connected to the bumper is also strapping down the fender. This main one back in here, you should definitely take the skirt off of that one. And that's it for the fender, all right? It's not as hard as it could be, but just take your time. But now we have room for this, and this. Those two. All right, so now we're back to the door. Before I pull the door off, I'm gonna take the inner panels off. 1, 2. We already got we're getting that and this one, and we're gonna pull all this off and place it on the other door. So we're taking the speaker off. To get these out, they're going to be in. You need to lift up, take a screwdriver, and come down on top back here. Because what you're ultimately doing is you're pushing this big old clip down behind it. As you see, I pushed this up and put this clip down. You push this clip down and pull it out a little bit, as long as it's this large, and then you pull up. Everything else comes right out. These bottom two pieces, they go into here. Yep, they go in. And you push down, and this lines up here. And then when you're taking it off, you try to pull up. You flex this back a little bit. Flex this back a little bit, push down, pull up and out. It should be that easy. It's not easy, so I take that back. This old door, everything's seized. It's one of those days, but I would charge for it. To the side view mirror. This should be cake. Pluck that off, bolt, pull out, right? Pause. All right, so we got everything off. That was seamless. This, I think that's it. We definitely don't want that actuator. It's just munched up and chewed up. There's nothing we can do with that. I'm keeping the glass though. DM if you need this. But then we're knocking these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are 12. All 4 of them are 12. But before we do that, I almost forgot. We gotta pull out these wires. We gotta unclip the harness. That's in the glove box. Let me show you. So we go behind the glove, taking this damper out. You can build the hook, and we're gonna squeeze everything. Well, I'm gonna notch these before we squeeze everything in. So yeah, with it partially up, it's gonna be in like this. Just gonna come around behind this hole and push it out on the back side with your finger, and then you have access to everything that you need to get out for this door. We're gonna do this one against a clip just like everything else on this car. Push the clip in, release the wires. Hold on. All right, that one's out. I'm gonna do another one in here. Hold up. So one's on the back side of this, and this one is in front. So this is going down like that. The one in the front, and then this is on the back side. And then we're going all the way. We're going all the way back up in here. Let me get a light. So let me show you. Let me pull out on the back side first. It's we're going back through here. So it's a rubber and it's grommet. Just it should be fine. Just pulling it, just like that, and it comes right out. Something else catch it. Let me see what I missed. Well, that's where we at here. Nope, I wasn't missing anything. I just needed some muscle to get out. And that's it. So we're pulling that one out from here, right there, and then we're pulling this one out. And then there's nothing keeping it in aside from this grommet right here. Then you just yank it out. And we're going to the bolts. Alright, so look, there's no getting this door on with one person. Let me tell you that right now. So I had my nephew hold it here, and here he held it, and I lined it up here. Line these up, and then make sure you get your dampener here to make sure everything's straight. That's rock bottom. Then we're going back up, throw the knees back through the hole, and clip these clips on. All right, so we got that electrical pop in, and again, make sure you're hooking your hooks back in on the back side of this. We got this in. We're gonna put the dampener on, because that's important as well. Oh, it's never easy, man. It's never easy. All right, we got the dampener on. just pull it down slowly so it can relieve all the air pressure and click it in place. And we're going to the side view mirror. So we got that on. Pretty straightforward. It's 3/8 and 1/10 bolted in. Put your action bat on, clip it in. And we're putting the panel on. Don't forget to put that in. Put this in. And put this in. And strap this in the point as well. This part could be complicated. So make sure you unleash this first, because you're going to try to fish it through this hole at the bottom, as you see. Alright, we're in BS on this. We're good. All that checked out. It's going up, it's going down. I gotta get back to that. The panel isn't flush like it's supposed to be for whatever reason. But we're good. Got that nice Acura shut door sound again. And now you put this fender back on. So again, with the fender, this is your main one. It's gonna be the problem if you don't pull your skirt off. I didn't do that. About here, 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 and here. And these clips. Let's get it. And this is the flimsiest piece of metal. Tin, maybe it even feels like. It is so thin. My battery died. We finished the project. Just make sure you prepare yourself. I wasn't prepared at all. This is a spur of the moment type situation. You can't go down the highway without your door being latched and assume that it won't fall off. Fortunately, it didn't fall off. Make sure you take your skirts off first. I made it in the first drive of San Fran and Eagles. San Fran and Seattle's game. But you can you subscribe. Any questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section. There will be a next time. And until then, happy 2023.